Hi friends, welcome to Adda 24/7. We're in the Scholar series of ABM. Here we are covering important theory, numericals and objective questions. So follow the series from the start. Let's start. A bank calculates that its individual savings accounts are normally distributed with a mean of 2000 and a standard deviation of 600. If the bank takes a random sample of 100 accounts, what is the probability that the sample mean will lie below 1900? This is a bit difficult to understand. Everyone pay attention. Huh? Everyone pay attention because very important part. Let me draw the line over here. Very important part. Understand, for this you need to know this normal distribution curve. Let me show you. Suppose if this is the normal distribution curve, okay? This one. So what is given in this problem? And say this. Mean is given as 2000. So this mean means what? This mean always lies at the center. This is the mean. And this is known as population mean. Mu, this is called mu. So it is 2000 population mean. Always remember, what are we doing actually in this numerical? We are doing some sample over here, doing something on the sample and then applying it to the entire population. Entire population we are applying it, okay? So this is the meaning, this is the problem actually. Doing something on the sample and applying it to the population. Got it? Now what is it given? Normally distributed. That the savings accounts are normally distributed. What do you mean by normally? It means the population is normally distributed. It means that the bank is having some savings account. Let me show you over here only. See this. This is the population and this is the sample. So this population means for entire savings accounts of the bank. Savings accounts of the banks is the population. Now, do you know how many savings accounts are there? Have they mentioned it? That the bank has 1 lakh savings account, 50,000 savings account, something like this. Have they mentioned? Nothing. So it means what? This savings account becomes an infinite population. Infinite. Okay? It becomes an infinite population. Got it? Now, as it becomes an infinite population, the formula for standard error changes. Get this, huh? Formula for standard error changes. Now, always while solving this numerical, first step which you have to find out is whether this is finite or infinite population. Because if you have infinite population, then the formula for standard error, psi x dash, we write it. Okay, so standard error equals to standard deviation psi upon root of n. That is the formula for infinite. Okay, I'll write it. And if it is a finite population, means known population, 1 lakh savings account, 50,000 savings account, then it becomes what? Same, psi upon root of n. Psi means standard error, standard deviation. Standard deviation upon root of n into square root of capital N minus small n upon capital N minus 1. This is for finite population. Okay. Now look at this. In the problem, whatever is given. What is given in the problem? Population is given as 2000. Okay, no, not population. Mean is given as 2000. See this. Mean is given as 2000 and standard deviation is given as 600. 600 for this population. So standard deviation means how much the answers deviate from this mu. So that is given as 600. Now what about the sample? In the sample they have given that the bank takes a random sample of 100. So 100 is the sample size. Small n is given as 100. Okay. Now have they given anything else now? Second part, what have they given? They have asked you probability of sample mean will lie below 1900. So what do you mean by below 1900? Look at this. This is 2000. This is mu is 2000. So on the left side will always be less than 2000. So 1900 will lie over here somewhere, right here. So what do we want? We want below 1900. 1900. So we want this area below 1900. Okay. This area below 1900. This is the basic answer we require. This area we require. Now how to find out the area over here? Now for finding out the area, let me give you some hint. See this. In exam also, they'll give you this normal distribution table. This table will be given to you. And now what have you to check? The upper figure over here. This figure is very important. If this figure is given as this way, it means what? It means it is starting from here, this point, to wherever you go. It's moving like this on the right side. If they give you the figure like this, and the red part over here, this red part over here is starting from here only, here only. If they give you like this, if this figure red part is like this, only this part, okay, then what does it mean? In that case, it means it is starting from 0.5. So when it starts from 0.5, the figures will be different, the answers will be different. So if they give you from this, the majority of chances you'll get it from in this, because this normal distribution table is used throughout the world. Starting from 1, because this total area is called as 1. This total area is 1. Okay. This half area is 0.5. See here, I'll write it over here. This is 0.5 area complete, and this is 0.5 area. Okay. So now what have they given? They have given that we want it below 1900, so we want this area. So for finding this area, this means what? This is a probability. The answer which you get is a probability over here. For getting this probability, you need to find out the z value. Without z value, you can't get the probability. Without z value. Okay. So now look at this numerical. Firstly, what have you to do is you have to find out the standard error first. Standard error is given as psi upon root of n, because this is an infinite population. So psi upon root of n. What is psi? Psi means standard deviation. Here it's given 600. 600 upon root of n, root of 100. So 600 upon root of 100. So what is the answer? Root of 100 is what? 10. So 600 upon 10, you are getting it as 60. So my standard error is 60 now. Clear? Simple. My standard error is 60. Now, up till now, everyone has understood this. Type yes in the comment section if you have understood it. Has everyone understood this? Yeah. Okay. Done. Now what we do, the next formula which we get is Z. How to find out the Z? See, the Z formula is like this. Z equals to 1 upon psi x bar. This psi x bar means standard error into, now look at this, x bar minus mu. Now what is psi x bar? Psi x bar means this, right now what you have got. So 1 upon 60 into, what is this x bar? X bar means what is asked. Here, what is asked over here? 1900. This is x bar. This is x bar. Okay, so it will be 1900 minus what is mu? Mu is given. Just now we saw it, 2000, right? So minus 2000. So do it now. 1900 minus 2000. I think so. Are you able to see this? Let me see. Yeah, you are able to see this. Okay, so I'll draw a line over here now so that I won't write anything over here. So now, so do it. Ignore the signs here. It is minus 100 upon 60. So ignore it. Minus sign is okay. You will take this as modulus. Okay. So it is 100 upon 60. So what is the answer you are getting? 100 upon 60. Everyone. What is the answer you are getting? 100 upon 60. 100 divided by 60. So the answer which you get is 1.66. 1.66. Okay, 1.66. So this is what Z you are getting. This is the answer which you are getting is of Z over here. Everyone, see, I'll explain this numerical 2 times, because what happens, many of the students are asking me to repeat it. See, I'm seeing in the comment section. I'll explain it, don't worry. I'll explain it again. Okay. So Z equals to 1.66. Now what do you do now? See here, up to Z, have you got it? Repeat it. See here, repeat it. I'll repeat it fast now. See here, what we do, this numerical will be given to you in exam. So your first target is find the difference, this sample and population. Find everything between, divide between this. So first find the population. Population is what? Do you know finite or infinite? It is infinite, right? Infinite. Keep it simple. Infinite. Once you get it infinite, immediately apply what? The standard error formula. And write down the values, whatever are given. For population, the value is given as mu. Mu is given as 2000. This one. Then standard deviation, we write it psi like this. Psi. Psi is given as 600. Then on sample side, what is given? N, small n. Sample size is given 100. Then what is given about the sample mean? What about the sample mean? You don't know. So we'll call this as x bar. X bar is given as 1900. So these are the four values you are having. Whenever you get such problem, you firstly divide it into these four parts. Then apply the formula for psi. Psi x bar. This. Psi x bar. Psi upon root of n. If it's a infinite population, apply this. Psi upon root of n. 600 upon 10. 600 is psi, standard deviation, root of n, root of 100. So 10, so 60. You got it, psi x bar. So this is known as standard error. Standard error. Okay. Now once you get this standard error, what you do next is find the z value. What is the z value? Z value equals to 1 upon psi x bar into x bar minus mu. This formula you have to rectify, learn by heart. 1 upon psi x bar into x bar minus mu. Okay. Now all the values you are having. 1 upon psi x bar you are having. Psi x bar is 60. X bar you are having 1900. Mu you are having 2000. Okay. So now do it. 1900 minus 2000, that is minus 100. Ignore the plus minus sign. So take it plus only. And this 60. So 100 upon 60 is 1.66. Up till now over here, got it now, everyone. Now using this z value, we have to find out the probability. Now this table will be given to you in exam. And in this probability distribution table, remember, you have to check what this image is given. If this image is given from the starting, then it means your complete area of 1 is to be taken. This complete area of 1, complete area is known as 1. So if it is given, then you will be taking this complete area of 1. If it is given, this red mark is given only from half, okay, then you have to take only half. You have to take it from 0.5. Do all the calculations using 0.5. Now what am I saying? I'll explain you. Let's find out this z value first. Let me expand this. What was that z value? 1.66. So first find out z. See here, z is like this. How do you divide this z? Divide this z like this. 1.6, 1.66. So make it two parts. 1.6 over here and 6 over here. So this 6 will be checked in horizontal. This 1.6 will be checked in vertical. Now go forward. So vertical now. 1.6 first. 1.6 over here. And then other 6 is over here. See this 6. Match this 0.06 and 1.6 over here. It is coming to 0.9515. Look at this. Everyone is getting this 0.9515. Let me see how many of you are getting these answers here. Okay. Now, those who have not heard, kindly give me the answer for 1.66. 1.6 and 0.6. So give me the answer. It is in the comment section. Everyone in the comment section. It is 0.9515. Got it? This is 0.9515. Look at this. 0.9515. Everyone got this? Clear? 0.9515. So my probability over here is, now look at this. This is not your answer, but probability equals to 0.9515. Okay, but this is not your answer. Look at this. What do we want? Yeah. So now what do I want? My probability value is, probability equals to 0.9515. Okay. But do I want this 0.9515? No. Why? Because what am I getting? I want it below this area. And what is it given over here? It means when now you'll have to search. Now you'll have to think. This area of 0.9515 means from here. Okay. And I wanted what? Below this, from starting up to 1900. So this area 1900. So this 0.9515 area means this area, this complete area. Okay. So which area is it covering? And I want, remember, below 1900. So I want it on the left side. This area only I wanted. This on the left side of this line. I want that. Because I want below 1900. If I would have required above 1900, then I would have required this area. But I want below 1900. So I require this area, this part. So when I require this part, and what have I got? 0.9515 is the answer which I've got. It means what? It means this area only I've got it. So my answer over here is luckily the same, 0.9515, because I'm counting it from the left side and I've got the area of the left side only. So that's why my area, my probability over here is 0.9515. If they would have asked you that give me the area for above 1900, then what would have you done? Above 1900. Okay. Now let me show you that also. Above 1900, what would you have done? See here, this total area is 1. Now look at this, everyone. This total area is 1, right? Out of this, 0.9515 is below 1700 over here. Let's say, because this is 1 means 95% you are covering. So this all area is below 1900. Okay. Now if they would have asked me that I want this above 1900. So this total area is 1 minus 0.9515. 0.9515. If they would have asked me this area, then this would have been my question mark and this would have been my answer. But now they have asked me what? They have asked me below 1900. So I am wanting this area only. So my answer is correct over here. Luckily it is 0.9515 only. Okay. Got it, everyone? This is the way this numerical is to be solved. Not that simple. It's really difficult. You have to understand this probability distribution table correctly. And for that, you need to join the classes. Okay. Yeah, paid classes. Because there I'm teaching you all these numericals again and again, many times. Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting number 1, free YouTube series on all the subjects of JIB and CIB, all. And whatever is free, you should grab it, isn't it? So that's why subscribe to the channel, click on the bell icon immediately. Okay. Share it with your friends. Now some theory part. An interval estimate. Now this is regarding the estimation chapter. An interval estimate is the range of values used to estimate the population parameter. What do you mean by this? See here, you want this population parameter. Always remember this parameter word is always attached to population. And for statistic sample, it is which word is attached? Who can give me the answer? Comment section. For sample, which word is attached? The word attached is statistic. Always remember statistic. For sample, statistic word is attached, and for population, parameter word is attached. So interval estimate is the range of values used to estimate the population parameter. It indicates the error in two ways. The extent of its range means how far can this go. Means what? Suppose if I tell you today's India's score will be what? Suppose if I ask you this question. Suppose let's say there are matches going on now. India is, let's say, playing, and I ask you in 50 overs, or now let's say 2020. In 20 overs, what will be India's score? If I ask you this question, then what does it mean? Can you give me the exact score? In 20 overs, India will score 197. You can't give me. What will you give me? You'll give me a range. Around India will score around 170 to 200. So this is known as range. Extent of its range. Now if I give you, tomorrow I'll give you this range. India will score, I think so, 0 to 500. Within this range, it will definitely score. You'll say, what a foolishness it is, right? Because if I'm telling you 0 to 500, definitely it will be between 0 to 500. So the answer should be somewhat logical. By the extent of its range. So range is important over here. Extent of its range, okay? So what range are we talking of? That is important. Got it? So that's why, so this extent of its range and by the probability of its true population parameter lying within that range. So within that range, if I give you this range at 0 to 500, definitely India will score between 0 to 500. But if I give you the range like India will score between 470 to 500, now this is the accurate range. So my answer will lie somewhere in between. If it lies, then I'm accurate. If my answer doesn't lie over here, it lies somewhere in 100 only, then I'm far beyond this range, right? So extent of its range and the probability of the true population parameter lying within that range. So actually the answer should lie within this range. Okay. So that is a good interval estimate. A sample statistic is used to estimate the population parameter is known as estimator. This sample statistic is known as estimator. Okay. Means whatever statistic we are using, mean, mode, median. What is the statistic? Statistic can be many things. I'll give you simple ones. Mean, mode, median. Right? These are all statistics. That is used to estimate a population parameter is called as estimator. The sample mean X can be estimator, an estimator of the population mean P. And the sample proportion can be used as an estimator of the population proportion. So it mean X, sample mean can be used as the estimator, and the sample proportion can be used to estimate the population parameter. So what does it mean? I'm using this mean, calculating this mean from the samples and using it for population. We can also use the sample range to estimate the population range. So that was the YT series. Now before going, let me tell you, join the batches ASAP. Let me show you the batches. Go to Adda 24/7. I will always suggest you to go through the app. In the app, you get 1% extra using the coin systems. Let me show you. Okay. So this, go to Adda 24/7. Click on JIB and CIB. Then click on CIB June 24. Clicked. Now you will see the batches. Look at this. Click on this victory batch. See this victory batch starting 13th Feb. Immediately join it. Why? Because it is still yet to start and it is a detailed batch. I'll show you what all is there in this. Click on this batch. You'll get ebooks, test series, online live classes, expert faculties, interactive classes, recorded videos, limited size batches. Go through it. See this. Below, go below, you'll see the product highlights. Various highlights are given. Means 350 hours of interactive live classes, 110 plus test series. Now access 150 ebooks. See this, ebooks means you can read it whenever you want in the mobile itself. Okay, so that's in class PDFs will be provided for quick revision. So all these things are there. Plus you go through the below details. So look at the faculty details. Everything you will get it. And more importantly, look at the discount part. Click on buy now. Now this 75% off is going on. But put the code Y432. Let me show you. See, now click on apply. Now look at this, 77% off. Plus if you go through the app, you will be getting 1% extra. Okay, so join immediately. Okay, I will always suggest you to join the Mahapack also. Let me show you the Mahapack. See this, CIB Mahapack 2.0. Click on this Mahapack. You'll see again all the ebooks, test series, online live classes, experienced faculties, all. And importantly, look at the validity, 6 months and 12 months. Whatever you want, you can select as per your requirement. Again, the same code, put the code Y432. Never forget the code. Now click on apply. Look at this. Look at the fees now. 77% off. And if you go through the app, you get 1% extra. So join immediately the Mahapack or the batches, because you have not missed, you won't be missing much in the batches as of now, as they are yet just starting. Okay.